Definitely got to be unselfish. If that doesn't work, do what you do. When the time calls, take over the game, baby.
Well, sometimes in the NBA Finals.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Let's meet your Baltimore starting lineup. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 7, ABC. Starting at point, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 18, Shake Milton. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 43, Jonah Bolden. Starting in center, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 9, Justin Patton. At the other guard position, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 8, Smith. The head coach of your home team is Blake Brown. Make some noise for your Baltimore starting five.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest game of the year, the last game of the season, a winner-take-all single-game NBA Final. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's Raleigh taking on Baltimore. We'll take a look at Baltimore. It all comes down to this, a well-fought series so far, but only one team will walk away victorious.
And this is the payoff for the work you put in during the regular season, getting to play this deciding game in your own building. And these fans, I'm telling you, are ready to carry them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Raleigh right now, they've got Jackson. Diallo out there with Okafor. Then it's Miller, and it's Cole in at the one spot. Great open look there. 6 points for Smith.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Got a hand on it. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Sinks the triple.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Makeable shot for him. Number gets called, and he goes ahead and delivers.
Here's Diallo, Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Cole to the paint. Off target at the rim.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Releases. He drains the quick shot. For Raleigh, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Miller outside. He dishes it to Okafor. Jackson against Smith. 5 to shoot. Here's Cole. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Passes it to ABC, and that one is hammered home.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Double digits in the first quarter. The only thing they have to avoid is taking their foot off the gas.
Here's Cole. Doesn't go for him. And Baltimore going the other way now. Patton the pass to Smith. The teardrop falls in. Smith's got 8.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
So timeout called here, the first for Raleigh.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, it's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Number 5 is Emeka Okafor.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And finished off by Okafor.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Baltimore leading by 11. Now let's send it over to DA, who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys, and we're going to use it. Evan?
Thank you, David.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bertans kicks to Walters. No good on the 3. Baltimore on offense. They're on a 17-4 run right now. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Baltimore shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Evans, he's checked in for Smith. Williams, he's checked in for Raleigh.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Raleigh trails by 16. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Knocked loose. Evans with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Vaughn. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Vaughn's got his second bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Okafor kicks to Bertans. Raleigh moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And so it's Baltimore holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Back to the action after this word. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
I tell you, on fire all period long, and this is how you want to start the game.
They built up a monster lead on the heels of great shooting. Love the attack mindset here.
Vaughn is out there with Miracle Man. And there's Jackson, and it's Evans in at the shooting guard. And for Raleigh, Wood out there with Williams. And it's ABC. Then there's Nate Walters. And it's Okafor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Jackson. High, arcing shot. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
The minute you back down, everyone can sense it. Then you're in trouble.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Raleigh shooting their first free throw of the night. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Raleigh. Baltimore leading by 17. Evans passes to Miracle Man. Back to Evans. Outside Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Williams kicks to Walters to the inside.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Jackson passes to Miracle Man. Back to Jackson. Now Evans puts up a three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Raleigh calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Both teams will make substitutions. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And Cole kicks to Crawford. Over Evans. Crawford, no luck. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Good on the three-point shot.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
The pass to Wood. Back to Cole. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And that's Evans penetrating. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game plan coming in, and they're carrying it out.
Here's Wood. There's the dish to Cole. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Baltimore making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Then for Raleigh, Miller's checked in for Williams. And it's Jackson in for Jordan Crawford. And that one falls for Cole. Baltimore leading by 20. Smith outside. It's tipped. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Miracle Man. 1:52 left in the first half. Here's Cole. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Here's Smith. That's tipped. Here's Cole. 7 points in the game. Jackson gets the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Smith inside, and nothing is falling for him right now. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Cole. Jackson's got 5 now.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Smith, the pass to Miracle Man. Got a piece of it. Miller kicks to Jackson. And it's Raleigh with another.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Baltimore leading by 11. Smith outside. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 10.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Cole looking for an opening. Jackson from long range. Baltimore with the rebound. Pass to Miracle Man. Got a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. 15 seconds left in the first half. Here's the general. The pass to Patton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Emeka Okafor.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For Baltimore, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. 1 second left. And so it's Baltimore sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And the NBA Finals action continues here on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us on the halftime show. Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Ernie Johnson. Well, for Baltimore, they've taken this opening game by storm, playing championship-level ball on both ends of the floor. If the first half is any indication of what this series will be like, we may be in for a show. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. Raleigh trails by 14. Snatched away. And it's Baltimore on the break. And for Raleigh, Diallo out there with Okafor. Then there's Darius Miller. And there's Jackson. And it's Cole in at the point guard. Now here's Jackson. He kicks to Okafor. Dishes it to Cole. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
Baltimore leading by 13. Now here is Smith. 10 points for him. And it goes down 2 points. Smith's got 12 points in the game.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on them.
There's Miller with the three. Drains the three-pointer. Miller's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Smith outside. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Just how they drew it up coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field.
Raleigh calls timeout.
And you can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. It's Cole with the ball for Raleigh. 15-point game. Miller right side. Baltimore with the rebound. Patton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith against Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Baltimore shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Evans, he's checked in for Baltimore. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Jackson. He has 7. Miller outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Miller's got 7 points.
As solid as he's been, they're still behind. He needs help.
Smith against Jackson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And that's 19 points for Smith.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Here's Cole, covered by Evans. Here's Diallo, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Smith against Jackson. Smith inside. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Now, here is Miller. Here's Diallo. 4 on the shot clock. It's deflected. And it's Baltimore on the break. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Something went on in that locker room. They've come out aggressive, but also extremely focused.
Bertinus, he's checked in for Raleigh. Walters comes in for Andrew Harrison. Raleigh trails by 21. And Walters kicks to Miller. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Bertans inside the line. That one wide left. Baltimore leading by 21. Here's Miracle Man. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside Jackson. Pass to the general. And it's off the back rim. No good. Raleigh trails by 21. There's Miller with the three. And Raleigh another three.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Patton the pass to Vaughn. To the inside. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The feed to Okafor. It's good.
The D made their presence known, but it still didn't stop him from getting that one to go.
For Baltimore, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Jackson kicks to Vaughn. Pass to Patton. Here's Vaughn with 1 on the clock, and it's good on the way in. Vaughn's got 6. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Baltimore on top. They lead by 18. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Patton. The general is out there with Jackson, and it's Vaughn in at the 3. Buries it down low. Vaughn's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Baltimore. Raleigh trails by 20. Outside Williams. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
In the corner, it's Crawford. And a miss there on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, Raleigh shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. To the middle, got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Raleigh able to keep the ball here.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Catching up on the changes for Raleigh. Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Bertinus. And Andrew Harrison subbed in for Walters. Raleigh calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Checked in for a shot, Vaughn.
Smith.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Williams finds Crawford. 6 on the shot clock.
Screen.
Here's Cole. Good on the bucket.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows. Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
And so it's Cole who brings it up for Raleigh. Trailing by 19. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And it's Raleigh with another.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
For Baltimore, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Smith outside. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Okafor gets the bucket.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Baltimore leading by 18. Here's Pat. Smith right side. Passes it to Pat. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And Baltimore leads by 20.
His teammate was wide open there. Definitely the right choice to pass it out and let him take the shot.
Here's Williams. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Raleigh making a switch here. Miller's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Williams. Baltimore leading by 17. Kicks it to Smith. Releases from 15. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Jackson, he's checked in for Williams.
One shot, mind the lanes.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the middle, and Okafor slams it in.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for Baltimore.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smith.
What I like that he came ready to compete in this game, but he did it under control. Tremendous poise, never seemed to be in a hurry, just played the game the right way.
Raleigh making a switch here. Wood, he's checked in for Diallo. Williams comes in for Darius Miller. Bertanis, he's checked in for Jackson. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Andrew Harrison. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Good work there as it goes. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Crawford kicks to Wood. And the pass to Bertans.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Evans outside. He kicks it to Smith. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Now here's Crawford. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Now here's Williams. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Williams. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's the general, guarded by Crawford. Here's the general, and they've done it, the new NBA champions.
Well, they did it, and as they celebrate, you can just see the relief, the exhilaration that comes from winning it all.
You have to hand it to the entire organization. They work together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean, I know one thing, they're going to enjoy this memory for a long, long time.
And we have enjoyed our time with you folks all season long. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. Have a wonderful summer.